What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Real Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our Week 1 Team Builder of WWC Season 5. You guys are hyped. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Real Shocker crew today because you keep grilling with the king of the crew. So, we are here for WWC Season 1. I am very excited. We're facing a new coach in Axel, who was actually in the old Alpha last season. I think he finished in the top 4. So, definitely a good, decent competitor. We are in for a pretty tough matchup, but it's not losable, so definitely something to keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and break down. He is the coach of the Minnesota Wolverines, so he has a very kind of funny logo. He's got a walrus wearing, literally a Wolverine wearing a cowboy hat. I love it. But let's go ahead and break down Axel's team. He's got Mega Metacham, Dragonbolt, Primarina, Mandibuzz, Lycanroc Dusk, Nidoqueen, Heatran, Rotom-Mow, Ribombee, and Jinx. So, looking at this team, I definitely do not see Ribombee plus Jinx. I feel like those monsters have a very, very rough matchup versus about the majority of everything on my team. Rotom-Mow is something that I can kind of see come, but I don't kind of see being brought as it loses to so much on my team. Well, not loses to so much on my team, but I've covered on my team, essentially. But it's still something that could potentially come if he really needs a grass type. Heatran is something that could come in case he needs something to stop Darmanitan from clicking Flare Blitz, which can pretty much just do that all the time. Nidoqueen is something that I can definitely see come over something else on the team, just because Nidoqueen being a ground type stops like his it stops my Luxray from doing anything against his team and stuff like that. So very something need to keep in mind when going forward in this match build. For the team I expect him to bring, since I do not have a fighting type on this team yet, I don't know if I'm going to get one yet. His normal type in Audino is pretty much free to bring versus me. Mega Metacham is a massive threat. I think that can potentially jump over. I think Dragonbolt definitely comes. He outspeeds everything on my team. Whether he brings a Scar Dragonbolt, I do not know, or a Dragon Dance set. If he brings Dragon Dance, I think we just straight up lose. Primarina could potentially be Specs / semi-offensive with leftovers. Mandibuzz, probably a little more physically defensive or especially defensive. And then Lycanroc, mid-day, just because it's faster than my Lycanroc, and it's got some strong matchups with the Celerock and stuff like that. I do have some very, very strong checks to it in my own Lycanroc, essentially, and into my Excalibur, my water types, and stuff like that. So, I don't know if he would bring it, but I definitely think something to keep in mind, especially when it comes to speed control in this matchup. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our team. The first mon we have up here is my own Lycanroc, of course, Lycanroc Dusk, which we named Princess. We always name them Princess because this is a special Lycanroc, and Princess was my first ever dog, and she was very special to me. So, very much wanted to do that. I still don't understand why the shiny sprites are not updated for this. It's just so dumb. But we're bringing Lycanroc here, 176 HP, no, 80 defense, 80 HP. Oh my god. 80 HP, max attack, 176 in speed with Sword Dance, Play Rough, Stone Edge, and Drill One. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that and put a Celerock. Now, let's go over the set now again. But we are running Jolly Nature to outspeed Mega Metacham. Basically, if their Sword Dance up, Play Rough should basically knock out Mega Metacham. Play Rough is also really, really good to have hits on for Mandibuzz to weaken it down. Celerock is also really good for any chip that we want to go for. And Celerock and Shukaberry. Now, that's very weird set, you might ask yourself. Why run Shukaberry? That doesn't make any sense. Well, Shukaberry is to actually take the Drill Run that I expect to see from the Lycanroc. And why do I say Drill Run? Drill Run checks so much on my can check some of the lower stuff on my team, and without it, I think it's just really hard to hit most of my team for super effective damage. But I definitely like the option of Lycanroc being this. I might change this to Focus Sash. I might change this to Choppleberry. I don't know. It's just going to really come down to what I personally think is best. I mean, I'll look at some calcs again, but I think this is probably the good set there to counter his Lycanroc. Up next, we got Fire DK, our Darmanitan here with Flare Blitz, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Trick. 32 HP, max attack, Adamant, 22, 24 in speed. Now, hold on guys, I'm just picking something. Alright. I do have to check on there. Now, I would love to trick this on to my ideal on Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz or maybe Aldino. Those two are going to be so annoying for our team that they break down. But I can get a trick off on them. It'll be perfect. Excuse me, guys. I don't know why I'm so tired. But Flare Blitz with Earthquake just destroys this man's team. It just does. U-turn is just there for pivoting. Trick is there. I think I'm always going to click U-turn until I know what his guaranteed switch in to Darmanitan will always be. Really? That needs to pop up. I don't know how I keep getting notifications like that, by the way. So, definitely looking forward to using DK this week. DK, I could have ran Jolly for some bulk, but I was thinking to myself, I can run Adamant to outspeed, because this outspeeds a Dragon Ball that is not scarred for +1 already. But this thing hits just so hard on his team. With 2-hit KOs and one-shots everything. But tricking's really, really good. Even tricking the Primarina is not a bad idea. It's not the smartest idea, but it's not a bad idea. Up next, we've got Excalibur here, our Aegis Slasher with Swords Hits, Iron Defense, Shadow Sneak, and Iron Head. You may be asking yourself, why not Close Combat so I can hit on Dino? Well, honestly, with my dual stab, I hit so much on this team already, and I don't really want to get my boost taken away. So I am running the Iron Defense. Iron Defense is actually really, really good. That way, if Mandibuzz wants to hit knockoff on me with Foul Play, it activates my weakness policy. Obviously, I don't want to be hit by Dragon Ball, because if Dragon Ball is choice locked, I probably do just die. If it's Specs Dragon Ball, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. If it's non-Specs Dragon Ball, I probably do live to hit by 1, get my weakness policy off, and then hopefully go for the Sword Stance on that. And then I can go for Shadow Sneak plus Iron Heads. Because once this thing gets to +4, I'm pretty sure I can just 1 to 2 shot everything on his team. It's just if I have to sack this off to Mandibuzz, I will, just so I can just get so much major chip damage off on that thing. Because we all know how annoying Mandibuzz can really, really be. But Excalibur can kind of just win the game if we get set up in the right, we get set up in the right position. I'm gonna make sure I double check the Aldino spread because I don't think there's gonna be any reason for him to run on you. I'm not gonna lie, I also wanted to bring Haxorus this week because Haxorus was just screaming at me to bring, but I didn't know what item I wanted to put on Haxorus, whether it being Roselli Berry, Choice Bed, Choice Scarf. I just did not know what I wanted on that set, so I decided to just go with the classics and went with Aegis Slash. Aegis Slash is still so good in this matchup. I'm just bringing Slugger here with the Rocky Helmet. A little risky with Rocky Helmet over Leftovers, in my opinion, but I think that's the set we need. We're also rocking Storm Drain. You're also rocking out with moves Recover, Toxic, Scald, and Ice Beam. I'm not running Ground Stab. I don't really need Ground Stab this matchup. I just really need Scald for burns, and plus it's super hard on his team. Recover and Toxic just to be a little annoying. Ice Beam is there just strictly for the Dragon Ball. I can also hit the Needle Queen if I want to save PP on my Scalds. 148 HP, max defense with the bold nature and 108 speed depth. This is primarily a physically defensive wall for this game. It's got some special teams, but I think, again, there's some good checks for it. And plus, a lot of the mods that he has and he can carry coverage for that doesn't do much. This thing can wall Lycanroc. This is my Lycanroc and semi my Primarina answer. If I can get that right moment to know that thing's going to lock itself into a water move, which it very much well can versus my team. So that's what's really, really good, is that it forces itself to walk into a water move over a fairy move. And he won't know if I'm Storm Drain my Gastro, so that's really good as well. Up next, we're bringing Los Cientos, our Togekiss with Roost, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, or Spear with the Charty Berry. Max HP, max special attack, forward speed with its modest nature. Forward speed lets me outspeed Primarina if it's got any speed invested, and also lets me outspeed the Mandibuzz, guaranteed as well. Roost for longevity, recover. Air Slash, which can guarantee knockout. Air Slash or Dazzling, which guarantee knockout anything on his team. Dazzling Gleam has probably a chance to knock out the Dragon Ball depending on investment. Dazzling Gleam, I'm pretty sure 2 shots. Mandibuzz and Aura Spear can have a chance to knock out the Lycanroc, but this is guaranteed. So with the Charty Berry, I can actually live a Stone Edge plus a Celebrock with this amount of HP, and be able to just pretty much take it off. So very much really good on there. And last but not least, we're bringing Sean, our Luxray, which is really interesting last module, I think, with Thunder Wave, Superpower, Wild Charge, Flare Up, Max HP, 36 attack, 136 defense, and 84 speed with the Emperor's Nature. And outspeed Mandibuzz, so I cannot get my knockoff there. Intimidate's really good for his team. Thunder Wave is good for so many other things. And my moveset just hits super hard. That's going to be the team, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's hope we pick up our week 1 win. Until next time, guys, I'm Push Our NC